many lawyers. I come from a family where there are no lawyers in the immediate vicinity. I thought when I was at school early on I needed to find an answer to these rather painful career counsellors who kept asking, what do you want to be? And so for a while I told them that I wanted to be an actress, and that wasn't something which was terribly enthusiastically received. And then it wasn't terribly enthusiastically received either by my father, and he suggested to me that I might think about doing law because although he believed that there were lots of things that you could do with a law degree, and that made it very interesting, if I did choose to be a lawyer, he was aware that there were many poor actors out there desperately looking for a job. And I was lucky enough to go to Edinburgh University, and I went to Shepherd & Wedderburn, very long established Edinburgh firm. I spent some time in the wills and trusts department, and or maybe it was conveyancing, and I realised that I really was not destined to be a solicitor. And I went to the human resources person and said, no, I don't think I can handle this. I need to resign. And I was very, very lucky. This is what I say, my career has been so informed by being lucky. I had worked with a senior partner the previous summer in a book that he was doing. He knew me a little bit, and when he heard that there was this rather unfortunate trainee who wanted to resign, he came and said, no, I think you should be in the court department. So I went to the court department and I worked on a fantastic case. It was the global test case for whether pertussis vaccine, the whooping cough vaccine, caused brain damage. And it absolutely persuaded me that I wanted to be a lawyer and I wanted to be in court. But that was in a Scottish context, and I still wanted to go abroad. And again, I was so fortunate. I'd happened to be in Brussels a few months before, and I had met with someone in the Commission Legal Service who had assumed that I was, with great foresight, telling him that I would be coming to do a stage. And when he saw my name, he wrote a letter to say, oh, she'd be a great person in the legal service. What happened for me was that I went to this boutique practice, fantastic experience, felt that the way forward was actually to be part of a bigger law firm environment. And so I then became part of White & Case, and I became the first part-time partner in White & Case, because by that stage I had 2 children and I was pregnant with the third, and I thought, I do not want to and cannot take on the responsibilities of being a full-time lawyer in a US firm environment. My husband and I have been very lucky. We met at Edinburgh University, met in my second year of university. I have had someone always there who was very supportive of what I was doing, and we've taken turns in our career to be the one who's really going gung-ho and then the one who's stepped back a bit. I, for various reasons, took some time out from White & Case. I did quite a lot of teaching. I spent time where my husband was kind of the main person pushing forward in career, and I was doing lots of things that I found really fascinating. And then I went back to White & Case and really pushed forward with my career there. One of the areas that I'm really proud of in my career now is that I'm head of the White & Case global pro bono practice. So I'm thinking strategically about how can we as an international law firm offer our lawyers time in the sense of pro bono work in a very strategic way to ensure access to justice, to ensure that the rule of law is maintained, to do many things where we are in a privileged position as a law firm. I don't work on the coalface as part of an NGO, but there's a lot that I can do, and there's a lot that I can encourage my lawyers and other lawyers to do, which is really important. So this is a picture of me in the European Court of Justice, and I'm standing beside the two Romanian lawyers that I appeared with, and Adrian and Clay, the same-sex couple who changed the law for all same-sex married couples in Europe. So now, when a couple get married in one EU member state, that marriage has to be recognised throughout the EU. So even if you have a member state that says, we will not allow same-sex marriage because we think that that's not something which our citizens are yet ready for, they cannot bar same-sex couples from moving from another member state into that member state to take account and to exercise their full rights under EU law. One of the really interesting things I've done in my career is something which is a bit out of the box. I had the chance to go to Bhutan last year, 2017, because White & Case has been working with Bhutan in creating a law school. If you look very closely, you can see that I am there wearing a kira, but these are the chief justices in Bhutan, and the young people are the first law students. And the whole idea of the law school is that there will be lawyers in Bhutan who understand the rule of law. There's a constitution there. Constitutions mean you need lawyers, but you need to have lawyers trained in your own legal tradition, and I believe that certainly as a Scottish lawyer. Such a lot of my career has not been planned, but has all come together, and the older I get, the more I think that you can weave this tapestry out of what you've done in your life, and it actually will produce something which looks pretty good. But when you were doing these different things, you certainly didn't know what was going to come of it at the end.